There is a nor'easter heading down the east coast, and our weather team is out in full force taking this storm head on. We have Mike Seidel in Virginia Beach and Jim Cantori in Sandbridge, Virginia. But first, let's go to Mike. Mike?
Yeah, the wind gusts are out here at 25 miles an hour, and we have huge waves coming in at 5.5 feet tall right now. The waves are going to be coming in, and they're steadily coming in even more taller than the past hour. High tide's supposed to come in around 5 o'clock, and the sea foam is already starting to build up on the beach and create more beach erosion all along the coast. As you can see behind me, there's a lot of beach erosion there. And I do not advise for anyone to go out into the water right now because the waves are just, it's so rough. The rip current risk is very high right now. It's up at, we have it up at red right now, so please do not go out there. There is a lot of rip currents around the structures along with the pier right here, and the pier creates the rip currents, which makes just a huge dangerous situation for everyone around. So the water temperature is actually 70 degrees and the air is only 53 out here today, and that's just an extraordinary difference in the water temperature to the air. Back to you.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage. Right now, we're tracking storms that will affect tens of millions of Americans.
We'll be out here covering it for you, keeping you ahead of the storm.
You need to watch tonight and tomorrow morning for essential coverage of the severe weather outbreak, only on the Weather Channel.
America's Morning Headquarters with Sam Champion.
Not just a morning forecast, a morning show.
AMHQ with Sam Champion, the Weather Channel's brand new morning show.
This nor'easter is taking the East Coast residents by surprise. We have our weather team out in the middle of it all. Jim Cantori is in Sandbridge, Virginia, and Mike Seidel is in Virginia Beach. Jim?
Yeah, thanks for that report. We're in Sandbridge, Virginia, just a little ways from where Mike Seidel is in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're getting some strong wind gusts right now, 20, 25 miles an hour. We have some waves that 5.5 feet tall. This nor'easter rolling in right now. It's pretty cold outside, 50-degree temperatures, but the seawater is at 70 degrees, and that is pretty warm. We have like the strong waves you can see behind me in the pier, that these waves are incredibly tall and they're incredibly dangerous to stay in this water, so I advise you not to get in this water. But other than that, back to you guys.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage. Right now, we're tracking storms that will affect tens of millions of Americans.
We'll be out here covering it for you, keeping you ahead of the storm.
You need to watch tonight and tomorrow morning for essential coverage of the severe weather outbreak, only on the Weather Channel.
Mike Seidel reporting to you live here in Croatan Beach, Virginia. And the beach erosion here is so bad. We have major beach erosion. This beach was double it before the storm has came. This side of Rudy Inlet has is a much smaller beach than over there. The waves have picked up extraordinary, up to 6 or 7 feet tall. The water temperature is still 70 degrees, and high tide has already came in, so now the tide is going out past 5 o'clock. So just do not get into the water at this time. The surf has gotten larger and more dangerous and just created a worse situation for these residents that live up here on the beach. The waves here are, it's just really rough water. We got sea foam building up, and it's just a major, you do not want to get into the water today at all. Back to you.
Yeah, thanks for that report. We're actually not that far away from where Mike Seidel is in Croatan Beach. We're getting the same wind gusts and strong wind gusts and waves that he is getting. These waves are 5.5 feet tall, and they're only getting bigger as the night rolls on. The temperature is dropping. The sea temperature was 70 degrees. I'm not sure about that now because the outside temperature is dropping as well. High tide's rolling in, so we actually moved past where the fences are for the dunes. But you can see the high tide behind me. We were down there like 5 minutes ago, and it was not impacting us at all. And the sea foam rolling in, it's only getting worse as the night goes on, and then this nor'easter is moving in. So back to you guys. Yeah, thanks for that report. Actually, I have a question for you. How's it feeling out there? Is it like cold right now?
Yeah, Jim, the temperature has decreased by a lot compared to down at Virginia Beach. It is now up to 45 degrees, and it is much colder than it was earlier, and just much colder now.
Yeah, well, we're getting actually the same wind gusts as you are, 25, 30 miles an hour. Do you see the temperature changing? Like the waves behind you, the sea foam, is it getting more closer in the beach erosion to you?
Yes, the beach erosion is much worse down here at Croton than Virginia Beach. 15 feet of beach left during high tide. The waves came all the way up here to the dunes. The major beach erosion problems down here at Croton, which is just going to lead to more problems later in the future. Back to you.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage. Right now, we're tracking storms that will affect tens of millions of Americans.
We'll be out here covering it for you, keeping you ahead of the storm.
You need to watch tonight and tomorrow morning for essential coverage of the severe weather outbreak, only on the Weather Channel.